brought to you by our friends at 98.7 Frank FM, online at frankfmradio.com, and on the always free to download Frank FM radio app.
Frank FM plays the greatest music of all time and has the biggest playlist of songs on the radio in New Hampshire. Frank features all your favorite songs from Billy Joel, Elton John, Fleetwood Mac, and Huey Lewis and the News. Frank cranks Queen, Aerosmith, Hall & Oates, The Eagles, Pat Benatar, and the Rolling Stones too. 98.7 Frank FM prides itself on being the station that everyone can enjoy at home, in the car, and at work.
98.7 Frank FM is the soundtrack of the Seacoast and the soundtrack of Exeter football. And don't forget to go to frankfmradio.com for information about local events and sign up to win cool prizes.
Welcome back to the CB Show. You're tuning into Season 3, Episode 8, and Week 8 of the regular NFL season.
So we have a special guest here today, and we usually have him around Halloween time. We have Ed, and we have Karen up there. They're here to help us with this week's episode. I'm glad to have you back, Ed.
Up first, we have the recap of the Exeter Seahawks Junior Division versus Tri-Town Renegades. Exeter ended up winning 28-22. Noah had two great defensive stops in the last 2 minutes of the game to seal it for Exeter and to give them the ball back. So Mason threw a touchdown pass to Carter. Like, obviously, you could tell that they have really good chemistry and that they've been working on that in practice, maybe even outside of practice and stuff. So I think there's a lot of chemistry going on there, and yeah.
I mean, you've seen it when he gets those handoffs, he shoves it right up the gut, puts it right in the pocket where you want it to be, and of course, running back closes down, and it does their job from there. And so Mason really
especially the bus. He had 2 touchdowns that game, although he did get hurt in the last minute of the game. He got tackled.
Okay.
Yeah, he was down on his knees, and he got folded back. A couple of guys just came in there and folded him.
Next up is fantasy football 411. Gil, do you want to hear a little fun fact about the NFL?
What?
So, how good do you think the Steelers have been playing?
Better than I thought they would have.
They are 4-2, and if the playoffs started right now, they'd be the 4th seed, and the Bills would be the 7th. If the season started this week, we'd be Super Bowl contenders. But as you know, we're trash. So we decided to invite the Bills to the party.
Who knew? Josh Allen.
Bills go right into the party, and they're both trash. Now, getting back to where we were.
Fantasy tip. Let's go sleepers. So a sleeper is someone that hasn't necessarily been performing very well, someone that's not a very known player, but he's gonna have a big week this week, and he's gonna perform really well for a fantasy team. That's what a sleeper is.
Their rookie QB for the Bears is good.
Baggett?
Yeah.
So my sleeper is gonna have to be Donta Freeman, who had 2 rushing touchdowns last week and 33 fantasy points. I think with Fields still being out and Baggett's going to be the number 1. I think he's going to get a lot of opportunities. So I'm going to take him.
I think a good sleeper this week's going to have to be Tutu Atwell. So this because, he's had some good receptions. And, I think as a 3rd string wide receiver, he's getting a lot of good touches. So if you need a flex, I say you get him. If he's on the waiver wires or on your bench, I say you put him in on your flex if you can.
Alrighty. All right, to start off the NFL matchups for Week 7, we have the Bengals and the 49ers.
This is matchup of the week? I think it's going to be because the 49ers lost.
The 49ers
Vikings.
I'm starting to question their Super Bowl.
I am too. Eagles only lost once. Hey. We're chill. Right? I got to still take 49ers. I'm not, as lenient as the 49ers. I'm not no-brainer 49ers. Because they're playing like the Bengals a little bit. Bengals are doing much better overall.
I'm still going to take Niners.
But I'm taking Niners for now. Yeah.
I still have a little bit of faith, but if they continue to have such poor of a performance as they have recently, it's not going to turn out so well for them this season. They have a decently challenging schedule, so they need to step their game up like big
Brock
time.
Purdy needs to step his game up.
Yeah. Alrighty. Next matchup, we have the Texans and Panthers. I have a little joke for you guys. All right. Jamar Chase, who we just talked about in the Bengals matchup, has a chain that says 7-Eleven because he's always open. The Panthers should have a chain that says Chick-fil-A because they don't work on Sundays.
Maybe 7:24 though.
7-Eleven works 24 hours. It's always open.
It's 24/7.
7-Eleven. The convenience store.
Oh yeah. Chick-fil-A. So dumb.
Anyways, I'm gonna have to take the Texans.
The Texans are actually good.
CJ Stroud having an amazing rookie season so far. He continues to put this up. They're gonna be a decent squad. They might make the wild card if they do.
Good.
If they
But
continue
they've been
to
facing
perform.
big teams, like they're like big names type of, like like good teams.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but this right here is not a big team, not a good team.
So that's why I'm taking
Texans.
Houston.
Texans. Minnesota! Next matchup, we have the Dolphins and the Patriots. I'm gonna take Dolphins on this one.
Trash can and the.
Well, I think that was maybe a one-time thing where the Patriots.
Yeah, they just invited the Bills to the party. That's all I'm saying.
Dude, no, but the Patriots, that might have been a one-time thing where they don't, or where they perform really well and they poop the bed for the rest of the year.
Yeah,
especially
I
against a
little
good Dolphins
fun
team.
fact.
What?
There have been teams, right,
Mm-hmm.
that are 90+ years old and have been in the NFL for that, like 90+ years.
Chicago.
And
Green Bay.
and the Super Bowl came out when, Hill?
I don't know. I know it was the Packers and the Chiefs and the.
Oh yeah, but it was like 1940s or something maybe.
Yeah.
So that's maybe what, 80 years now.
Mhm.
And you're telling me that Tom Brady has more Super Bowl wins than one franchise?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's insane to think about, right?
Yep.
And you're telling me that the Patriots are terrible and Tom Brady left? Like, that's all we need is Tom Brady. If Tom Brady joined right now, he'd be the best player on our team.
For this matchup, I'm going to have to take Dolphins. Dolphins are just, I think that was a one-time thing for the Patriots to beat the Bills. And I don't think it's going to happen again today. I don't think it's going to happen again. So Dolphins are going to come out with an easy win, in my opinion, just coming off of a loss.
I think I gotta take Miami on this one. I feel like from the Patriots stats, you could say that the Patriots could be in this game, but I just don't think they're going to be in this game. And from like Eagles, like you brought up, like those stats, but I just don't think they're going to be in this game.
No, not a chance.
Not a chance.
Next matchup is the New Orleans Saints and the Indianapolis Colts.
Colts have been doing really well. Jonathan Taylor's got
they hung with the Browns there
yeah.
at the end, and I think they're gonna beat the Saints here.
Yeah, I think the Saints. I mean, they're good, but I just don't think they're good enough to beat the Colts. I think their defense isn't as good as it used to be. Gardner Minshew did really well, and Michael Pittman had a break-off touchdown. That was pretty nice.
That was impressive.
Yeah, I gotta take Colts on this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take Colts on this one. Saints, they haven't really impressed me, so. But the Colts coming off a good performance for against the Browns, I think they're gonna pull it off.
Indeed they will.
So this week's matchup is the Steelers and the Jaguars.
Jaguars have been performing very well lately,
Mhm.
and I think they're gonna pull it off against the Steelers. I mean, the
I mean,
Steelers.
the Jags are like a good team this year. Travis Etienne's been popping off. Like, if you were to beat Travis Etienne, if you were right here, Travis Etienne would be up the roof. He ain't even close to the trash can. He's as hot as the sun right now. You know?
Although the Steelers did beat the Rams, 24 17.
We're 4-2. I don't understand. I think the
yeah.
Jags are winning this though.
I think the Jags are gonna pull away with this.
Next up, we got the Bears versus the Chargers. Rookie on the Bears have been outstanding lately, and nothing can really hold him back. Derwin James, he's gonna body slam him like he did to Travis Kelce. No one can really stop him, but the rookie for the Bears QB.
Especially not the Raiders.
Yeah, but Derwin James with defense can. I think Chargers can pull away with this one. You can see that they're struggling with Mike Williams. What are your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Chargers. They're just a more well-rounded team than the Bears. And Baggett, I don't think he's gonna be able to do much against the. I don't think he's gonna be able to do much against the Chargers offense.
What do you mean?
Or the Chargers defense.
What do you mean by well-rounded? Like, some people might not know what that means.
I mean, like, they have good players in
Organized? Something?
Not organized, but they have good players in the spots where they need, and they have good players in virtually like any or every.
Virtually.
Yeah,
It's vocabulary.
they have.
That's in our vocab.
They have it, or they have good players in almost every position.
I see.
We want to give a special shout out to one of our podcast sponsors, Fremont Pizzeria. Located in Fremont, New Hampshire, you can dine in, order takeout, or delivery. Having a party and don't want to cook? No worries. Call Fremont Pizzeria for all of your catering needs. Let them know the CB Show sent you. Fremont Pizzeria. It's more than just a pizza place.
Right. You know what time it is? It's football trivia time. When I say football, you say trivia, Caleb. Football.
Trivia.
Football.
Trivia.
Football.
Trivia.
Let's
Do
this. Yay. What out of the way. What is the oldest NFL stadium?
Lambeau.
Well, where is it?
What?
Where is it?
Green Bay.
Where?
It's the Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Wisconsin. Which running back has the most rushing yards of all time?
Barry Sanders.
No.
Yeah. What's his face? Bo Jackson.
No. Emmitt Smith.
Emmitt Smith, yeah.
Has 18,355 rushing yards.
18,000?
Mhm.
I was about to say 8. Alright, which NFL team had the most wins in the 1970s?
1970s.
1970s,
It's empty.
I know, give me the ball. Do you know?
1970s.
The 1970s. Emmitt
Let's
Smith.
say the Bears.
Emmitt Smith.
The Cowboys.
Next up, Caleb.
Which NFL team had the most wins in the 1980s and the 1990s?
Give me a hint. I give you one.
West Coast.
The Chargers.
No.
Raiders.
No.
Rams.
No.
I'm confused. I'm thinking of LA teams.
Steep hills. Sideways.
Seattle Seahawks.
No. Sideways or like homes like this.
Oh.
Homes that like are like built on roads like this.
The Cardinals.
That's Arizona.
49ers.
Good job.
Thank you, Heather.
That's it for this week's episode. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our podcast with post notifications on.
Yep, we got to follow him. And also follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at TheCB.show.
Show.
Go set your lineup.
Blue Ranger Hype!